I was listening to Johnny Grube's excellent 13-minute rant today on various things, and it dawned upon me that old Johnny Grube back in the day, 88mm flak would be his slave. And you'd wonder how this happens, because I posted I had a running thread on the forum before 88mm flak stabbed me in the back, which he had no choice but to do. But on the other hand, you always have a choice, in a lot of ways. So 88mm flak stabbed me in the back a year or two ago, and so my forum thread is no more. But he commented very negatively on Grube's videos at the time, and he's like, "Oh, this boomer fitness guy," or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're both Gen X, but whatever. And Flack took offense at Johnny Grube criticizing people drinking beer and people having beer guts and so on, because he believes blue-collar workers should try to be fit and not just depend on their blue-collar labor, because you don't burn enough calories no matter what kind of blue-collar work you do nowadays. Even pick and shovel work, you're not going to burn enough calories doing blue-collar work. I've tried it. So, long story short, Flack was very derisive of Johnny Grube. The fact of the matter is that Johnny Grube, in the old days, would be a man of power, and Flack would be his lackey at best. Not, if not his field hand, back when white people were slaves. Goes back to George Fitzhugh and his books. Very interesting topic. I'll do them on the Patreon more than anything. But in any case, the idea of Flack is basically incapable of, did you see that, managing himself, so he needs a manager, aka a boss, aka a master. He's ruined his life, basically, so he needs Johnny Grube to master him. And moreover, Flack is going to screw up in big ways, because he's been a screw up all his life. So sometimes he's going to have to face chastisement for his actions, because Johnny Grube is, regardless of his age or whatever, is always going to be a step ahead of him. And this is the correct understanding of the master-slave relationship, because you see Flack, a natural slave, and Johnny Grube, a natural master, a guy who can master himself. Flack can't master himself, so he needs a master. That's the whole point of this, and this is why in the old days, he'd be doing manual labor, while most of you would be cleaning my boots. And that's basically all a lot of people are good for, and they find fulfillment in it. They would find fulfillment in it. It would eliminate a lot of their depression and anxiety and miserable lives, because they're not meant to be consumers, or in Flack's case, fake entrepreneurs. They're meant to be, Flack's like the original grifter, only he's never been good enough to actually grift. He does fake business, with his lawn mowing business. But in any case, if we look at Johnny Grube, and I highly recommend his channel, and especially his most recent video, which is a great summary for every man. And he walks the walk so he can talk the talk, and very few people can talk and walk at the same time, which makes him truly extraordinary, and again fit to be Flack's master. Flack can